Why does pain sometimes feel familiar? Not good, not happy, but weirdly comfortable. Think about it. Why do people stay in toxic relationships? Why do we replay sad songs when we're already low? Why does the mind go back to old wounds like, hey, remember this pain? Let's feel it again. Sounds strange, right? But there's a reason, and once you see it, you won't unsee it. Let me start with a simple truth. The brain loves what it knows, not what's good. Yeah, that's the plot twist. Your brain's main job isn't to make you happy, it's to keep you alive. And for the brain, familiar pain is safer than unfamiliar peace. Imagine this. You've lived your whole life in chaos, arguments, stress, emotional roller coasters. It's exhausting, but predictable. Now suddenly everything is calm. No drama, no fights, no tension. Sounds great, right? But your brain panics. Wait, where's the danger? Why is it quiet? Something must be wrong. So it does the most logical thing it knows. It goes back to pain, because pain is familiar territory, and familiar feels safe. That's why pain can feel like comfort. Think of it like an old broken chair. It hurts your back. It squeaks. It's terrible, but it's your chair. Someone offers you a new, perfect sofa. Soft, supportive, amazing. But you sit on it and feel awkward. Too soft, too quiet, too unfamiliar. So you go back to the broken chair, not because it's better, but because it's known. That's how emotional pain works. Your mind builds habits around feelings. If you've been hurt a lot, pain becomes your emotional normal. And when something feels normal, the brain labels it as comfort, even if it hurts. That's why some people say things like, "At least I know what to expect." This pain feels familiar. I don't trust happiness. It never lasts. Ever notice how silence can feel louder than noise? That's the same idea. When chaos disappears, the mind fills the gap. Sometimes with overthinking, sometimes with self-sabotage, sometimes with memories that hurt. Because pain gives the brain structure. Pain says, "This makes sense. I understand this feeling. I know how to survive here." Comfort, on the other hand, asks something scary. Change. And change means uncertainty. Now here's the funny part. We think we're addicted to pain, but we're actually addicted to predictability. Pain just happens to be predictable. That's why people rewatch sad movies, stalk old chats, or replay arguments in their head at 2 a.m., like it's a Netflix series they never canceled. Season 7. Same pain, new tears, because the brain says, "Hey, I know this episode." But here's where it gets interesting. Pain only feels like comfort until you experience a new normal long enough. At first, peace feels boring. Healthy love feels suspicious. Calm feels empty. But that's not because peace is wrong. It's because your nervous system hasn't updated its software yet. Pain-trained minds need time to relearn safety. And the moment you stop mistaking pain for comfort, something shifts. You stop chasing what hurts. You stop calling chaos passion. You stop romanticizing struggle like it's a personality trait. You realize comfort isn't loud. It's quiet. It doesn't rush your heartbeat. It doesn't keep you anxious. It doesn't make you question your worth. Real comfort feels boring at first, until one day you notice you're breathing easier, and then you wonder, wait, why did I ever think pain was home? Pain feels like comfort, not because it's good, but because it's familiar. And familiarity is powerful. But here's the good news. The brain can learn new comforts. And once it does, pain loses its grip. Not overnight, not magically, but slowly. Peace starts feeling safe.